Morning people, hope you're well, yeah, and welcome to another training video. So today we're going to do bars and rings. So we've got chin up bar, we've got dip bar, and we've got rings. I'm going to start off with some pull-ups I think, but I'm going to start off with slow pull-ups. I'm going to do some really slow pull-ups before I move on to bands, just to try and get some strength in those pull-ups. Now, one thing I've got to tell you that I really don't hardly ever talk about on my videos is the fact that I'm injured. I never talk about it. I talk about it literally every video. But listen, I'll tell you something that I actually really don't talk about. I get a lot of nerve damage, a lot of nerve pain. And it's reached a point where it really is uncomfortable, yeah. It stems from middle of my neck, spreads across my arms, goes down my back, into the bottom of my back, and then spreads out from there. In fact, anywhere where I've got nerves, yeah, it really hurts. And it hurts down into my fingers as well. I've had this problem a while, but it flares up when it's cold. Yeah, ironically. It should actually ease off when it's cold, but no, it flares up when it's cold. So I'm struggling, and I don't know how I'm going to do these chin-ups if I'm being completely honest, yeah. But listen, that's training over 50, yeah. If you haven't got any injuries, yeah, you never trained hard enough when you were younger. We're all knackered, aren't we? Right, sit back, let's get going. Right, so for this first one, I'm going to do a slow set, as slow as I can, yeah. So engage the shoulders and pull up slow. And keep pulling. And then down. One. Have a break. Quick break. Again, off we go. Shoulders and pull slow. And just keep pulling. Two. Oh, they really hurt. But what these do, if you're weak on these like I am, they build up your strength. And to be fair, you have to be quite religious about these. You have to do them at least once or twice a week, which I never do, and I should do them, yeah, because it gets you really strong. Yeah. So anybody out there wanting to get strong on these, do these. Right, last set. You don't need many when you're weak. So I'm going to go for a wider one now, right wide. So I won't get to the top, but I'm going to go for a wide one. So set the shoulders and just keep pulling. And then when you can't pull anymore, just hold it. And down. What they do, they reveal where your weak points are, yeah. Mine's in there, funnily enough, because I've got nerve damage, it's killing, and under there, yeah. I've always talked about this shoulder being damaged. Somewhere under there isn't connected, it snapped years ago, it must have done, because it just never works. All the rest of the shoulder works, this part never does. Yeah, so it's probably something I overlooked years ago, right? So that's enough of them. Yeah, in fact now I'm going to do one more and then we'll go on to bands. Wide again. Yeah, as slow as you can. So set your shoulders first and then pull. And just keep pulling. And down. Now listen, if you're already at that level where you can pull right up, yeah, well done. I'm not, and I used to be great at these. This is what infuriates me. I used to be fantastic at them. Yeah, but this is what happens when you get injured and you get older, right? But what you haven't got to do is let it affect here. Yeah, okay, get frustrated because you can't do it. but never quit. Yeah, just keep going and find something else to do. Yeah, I still refuse to find something else to do. I still think that somewhere in me I'll end up being able to do these again, but really I don't think I will. But hey, listen, when we keep trying, we're still training, aren't we? Right, so now I'm on a green band. Yeah, and I'm going to do the same thing again, but with a green band and pull slow. This will just give me a little bit of help and hopefully get me higher on that bar. Wide grip. And just pull slowly. Set shoulders and pull. And down. I've not got room on this bar, so I have to pull my feet forward, but the minute I get high enough off ground, I straighten my legs and tense my glutes. Or at least I've just started doing that, to be honest. Right, another one. Wide grip again. Set the shoulders and pull through slow, yeah? Oh, hold it. Ooh. And down. Oh. Wow. That was horrendous, yeah. But at least we've got to top and managed to hold it at top, and that's where it really is weak for me, right at top. So if you can get to the top and hold it, you'll start to strengthen those weaknesses up again, hopefully. I'll do one more. I'm going to get a narrower grip now, nice narrow grip, and set shoulders, pull slow. Oh. They're really horrible. Right, so off we go. We're going to do some slightly faster ones. I'm going to go for a wide grip again. I'm going to go for hand and thumb over the top this time. 6, 7, 3 more. Right, I'm going to do it without the band now. I'm going to analyse it later on video to myself to see if I'm still getting high enough over that bar. Three. Ooh. Terrible at them, mate, terrible. I'll have a look at that later and see what I think to myself. Terrible. Right, so I've set my rings up, just one, and I've got the half of the ring halfway, goes to the bottom of my armpit. Yeah, so half the width to there, just to give you an idea. I've got now my feet either side of the door frame so I don't fall. So this is like an upright stance, but it's like a one arm row, yeah. And the reason I'm doing it so upright is because I'm obviously weak at one arm rows. So you start at the easiest position, and as you get stronger you work your way down. Right, so down, full stretch, pull back with your lats and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Now, what you'll find with that as well, it also trains your obliques. Yeah, trains your quads because you're tensing like mad, and trains your lats. I get my thumb over my index finger when I do these because you do lose your grip, but if you keep that trap there, it's okay. So, feet against door, off we go. 3 lats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, I'm trying to grab that before I fall over. That is done, yeah. I'm going to go lower down now, make them harder, but do 2 rings. Right, I've set rings up so that they're just level with top of my head. Yeah, and we're going to do some rows. So, get your feet flat, lift your glutes up, set your shoulders back, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, set 2. Come back a bit. 6. 8. 8 of them. Right, I've not had much of a rest, but I'm going to just shoot straight into set 3. If you see me struggling a little bit too much, it's because my feet are slipping on carpet, so I'm struggling to hold myself in position. It does make you struggle a little bit. Right, I've had to put my grippy feet on for these. So I've got the rings, about chest high here, and it just allows me to not lay down but go from there. Now what this does is, because we've already weakened, we've done pull-ups and the really low ones and the one-arm ones, we're weak now, but we still want to eke out some exercises for that body part, so choose an easier position and we can still keep working it. So there, and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On these, you're not necessarily pulling your arms to your chest, you're pulling your elbows to the floor. Yeah, I sometimes forget that until halfway through exercise and then I realise and it switches on again. When you pull to your chest, It doesn't really train back as well as when you pull your elbows to the floor. There's a massive difference. So concentrate, elbows to the floor. You're pulling your elbows to the floor, not your hands to your chest. It does make a massive difference for your back. Get a good grip, thumb over finger. Elbows to the floor. Right, so last set. Right, so I'm moving on to shoulders now. I've put my dipping bar, hooked it over the top of my chinning bar, yeah. So we're going to do shoulders, and it's an exercise called skin the cat. So you have to tipple over and tipple back, and it really does get the shoulders. Now, excuse my big baggy backside, because I've still got the tracksuits on that I wore when I was fat. So, I'm sorry. Right, skin the cat, yeah. Over and back. 1. Try not to touch floor. 2. 3. 4. 5. Try not to touch floor. 6. 7. Oh, they really are hard when you're 52. Oh. Right, I'm not sure I'm ready for this second set. But remember, it's skin the cats, and you're trying to keep your feet off the floor. That's what makes it so difficult, yeah? Off the floor, not on the floor. Right, off we go. Oh, wow. Oh, go for 2 more, yeah. Oh. Yeah, brilliant. That brings all your shoulders in, yeah. All in sides. Horrendous. Oh. 2. I'm done on them. Oh, they burn bad. Right, so I've got my rings close to the floor, and what you can't see behind me is the chest of drawers, about 2.5 to 3 foot off the floor. So I'm putting my toes on that, set it back a bit, too close, So I'm going to put my toes on that, lift my backside in air, elevate myself and press down and back for shoulders, yeah. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try and lift that back side up as much as you can so it definitely trains shoulders, yeah. It's difficult for me in here because I'm hitting this with rings, so I'm trying to put my shoulders in a different position so I don't hit that. It's making the exercise really difficult. I'm not in a very comfortable position, but it's the only place I can train, so you just get it done here. Right, I've moved camera so you can see what I'm working with. I'm in the doorway, very narrow. I've got like a tiny cupboard there, and I've got these rings here, and they're quite close to the floor, and I want to train shoulders. So, get that out of the way. So basically, get into position very, very carefully and try and elevate the backside. That's what it's all about, elevating that bum as often as you can, and it just puts more pressure on your shoulders, yeah? So, make sure we're stable, and down we go. 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did want a few more out of that, so I'm just going to have a quick rest and go for 3 more. These exercises on rings and stuff like that, yeah, they are quite dangerous, especially if you're elevating yourself. So if you get tired, you must stop. Don't just carry on until you break your neck, you know what I mean? You've got to stop and have a rest. Right. Go for 3 more. Two. 3. Whoa, that's an hard 8 that. Let's get this last set over and done with. They are hard, these, they really are. It's you're stabilising yourself on these for a start, and then you're on something that could fall over. So it brings a lot of core into it as well. See if we've got 3 more of them. Oh, this is a young man's game, is this? A young man's game. Just put that camera down a bit there so you can see the floor as well. 3 more, come on. Right, moving on to iguana press-ups now. So I've got my chin-up bar, which you normally look over the door. I've turned it upside down. Now, when doing these iguana press-ups on the chin-up bar, you've got to be careful to lean that way more than that way. Otherwise, you tip it. Yeah, and you don't want to do that. So you've always got to be aware of where your centre of gravity is when you're using this. Ideally it should be an actual parallel, but I ain't got one, so this will have to do. So I'm not going to lean that way because that'll happen. I'm going to lean that way more than out. So left hand in front of right hand, yeah, get a good position. Nice wide leg stance, and you press to your, probably to the bottom of your chest, top of your belly, yeah. So you press down, then press back up. One. And what you do is you squeeze the bar that way, yeah, and it brings a lot of inner chest in. So, 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 on that side. Now when I say on that side, swap grip so that right hand is in front. It's important because it does a different level in here. So you must change position to make everything even. I'm struggling on this because I'm having to lean that way and compensate, which doesn't really help matters, but I'm getting it done. Nice 10, yeah, swapping. Right, set 2, iguana press ups. Left hand in front. Lean over your shoulders. And then squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One thing I will mention, bull worker and chest expander have gone a long way already into strengthening these weakened shoulders, because if you go back to some earlier videos, I could not do these and it was because of weak shoulders, too painful. So the bull worker and the chest expander are definitely working. 5. Oof. Right, third and last set, iguana press ups, yeah. Left hand in front for first 5. Get a right good grip, yeah, over there, like that. Over your shoulders, yeah. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Swap. Right hand in front. Oh. They're not easy, these people, but what you try to do with a short workout like this is create as much force out of that workout as you physically can, so they don't have to be longer. It kind of makes sense. You can't really do long workouts when the exercises are this hard, to be fair. Well, they're hard for me. I don't know about you. Right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, just got to try and control that descent a bit better. 4. Ooh. Right, last exercise for chest. Again using chin up bar. Right, so we're going to do press ups for chest, but I'm going to state the obvious here. Don't put your bar that way, because as you lean it'll flip over. So you have to put your bar that way, so they're in front, so you lean into them, otherwise you'll flip it. So don't try not to lean backwards. If you use this chin-up bar, lean forwards. But the good thing about doing these type of press ups is you do lean forward anyway, because you lean over your shoulders. Now you grip inside there, and that way every time you come to do this exercise it's always in the same place. Now the good thing about having it inside there is it's quite nice, narrow, yeah. And the good thing about the bar is it allows you to get over the bar, and you have a point where you touch the bar and back. 1, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I'm going to point some out now with me. I've never, hardly ever used this bar before, and I don't often touch the bar. What I've noticed is this weak side is off and the strong side is touching first, so this is taking all the strain, this side isn't, it's kind of just following on. And I realised that as soon as I did this exercise, because this side touches first, and no matter how I try and correct it, I can't. It's like I'm off of it, so that was better. And I tell you what it is, it's the inability of this shoulder to retract itself. It's stuck. So now I know what the problem is with my body. This shoulder's stuck somewhere. Don't travel, that's the word I'm looking for. It doesn't travel in the correct plane anymore. So I need to get that sorted. Just whacked a quick few off then because I was gossiping too much. Right, second set of these now. And remember, I'm squeezing with a grip and I'm pulling bar into itself as well, not just pressing up and down. That's why I struggle. So, get over your chest, lean slightly forward, hollow body. Eight, 9, 10. Oh. When you squeeze the bar in, these knuckles come out. I call them knuckles. They come out, yeah, and it's because you're squeezing that way. Right, last set of these. Inside that space, so it's the same grip. Yep. Oof. Lean over onto your toes, all body, and go. 1, squeeze bar. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need a drink now. That's done here. Nice back, shoulders and chest, yeah, using rings and bars. Beautiful workout. Done and dusted. Keep training.